need to say this honestly. The way he handled this issue, I could not be prouder of Cyril Ramaphosa. I could not be more believe in Cyril Ramaphosa a little bit more, because the way he handled this issue, man, like, can be firm and he can be decisive. He said, like, South Africa's constitutional democracy that is deeply rooted in the rule of law, justice and equality. One thing, couple of things that Donald Trump hates: the fact that, like, once he took the office, he got rid of DEI, which is like diversity, equity and inclusion. He doesn't want that, because he believed that, like, DEI is based on, it's not based on meritocracy. He believed that, like, people are just being given certain jobs or certain positions because of the color of their skin, and which is a lie, which is actually a lie. The fact that, like, most white people, let me not say most white people, believe that DEI and also law, justice and equality, they believe that, like, black people are just given things because of the color of their skins. Bro, there's so many black people that are educated. There's so many black people that, like, are gifted and, like, they have talent. And let's not even forget, like, prior to 1994, so many white people were given their jobs because of the color of their skins. Even right now, white people are still enjoying that privilege of being given jobs without the color of their skins. Like, that's just facts. That is just facts. And the white people don't want that to end. They want to preserve those privileges that they had during apartheid. And the South Africa has not confiscated any land. The recently adopted Expropriation Act is not confiscation instrument, but a constitutional mandated legal process that ensures public access to land in an equitable, a very important statement, equitable and just manner, as guided by the Constitution. No one's going to be going around confiscating, taking people's land without compensating them. No one's going to be going around taking land from, taking property from people without any equitability and justice. So, and then as guided by the Constitution, I feel like it's important that, like, Donald Trump, you, and also Elon Musk, familiarize yourself with the Constitution of South Africa before going out and giving out, like, some silly statements and misleading people and putting South Africa as if there's, like, we're trying to do a reverse apartheid. The South Africa, like the United States of America and other countries, has always had expropriation laws that balance the need for public usage of land and protection of rights of property owners. We look forward to engaging with the Trump administration over our land reform policy and issues of bilateral interest. We are certain that we are certain that out of those engagements, we will share a better and common understanding over this matter. I mean, that's how you handle issues. Honestly, like, I could not get, like, honestly, my respect for Donald Trump, for Cyril Ramaphosa, kind of, like, doubled, because, like, I'm like, the way he handled this manner, man, in a very reputable manner, but then yet also, again, the very important paragraph, the last paragraph, the whole was the whole statement that he put out was very much respectable, right? But then again, he had to remind USA that, like, we are not those countries, the third world country that, like, depends on USA that much. We're not going to be dictated by the USA, and also we're not going to be banned backwards and allow USA to think that, like, they can dictate us and, like, and get away with it. He also says, like, the US remains a key strategic, political, trade partner for South Africa. We are partners. We're not, like, depending on USA handouts. We're not sitting there and, like, hoping that, like, oh, USA needs to do this for that, without us giving, like, exporting anything to them. Because yes, we are importing stuff from USA. We are, as much as, like, we are importing stuff from USA, we are also exporting things to USA. So we are trade partners. We're not, like, dependent on USA. This is something that, like, Donald Trump needs to understand. Yes, as much as, like, I know if he sanctions South Africa, there's going to be collateral damage. That's something that, like, these people that run towards Donald Trump, these farmers and these white people that run to Donald Trump, to Elon Musk, and report the AFRIFORUM and report South Africa based on these lies, they forget that they will also be affected. This will not only affect a certain group of people in South Africa, the minority will also be affected, and especially, like, so everyone's going to be affected. Yes, there's going to be probably the rand will dwindle down. There's going to be inflation. and the inflation will affect everyone, every citizen of South Africa. It's not going to affect a certain group of people. It will affect everyone. And I want Ramaphosa to stick to his guns. I want him to be decisive. I want him to be firm and not change his mind and change his stance here. This is a crucial period for South Africa. How we handle these issues, I think it's going to change so many people's perception on Ramaphosa and also on ANC. And also, this is not about ANC. I don't like ANC. I've made so many videos against ANC, but then this can like make me gravitate a little more towards ANC and also towards Ramaphosa, because he shows me that he can deal with matters. He shows me that like he has the guts. Right? And then he says like with the exceptions of PEFA. With exception, that's the only thing that we get from US for free. With exception of PEFA 8, which constitutes 17% of South Africa's HIV/AIDS program. There's no other funding that is received by South Africa from the United States. That's very important, very, very crucial that he and I emphasize this. I'm glad that he said it, because I believe there's like a certain group of people in South Africa who believe that like South Africa is dependent so much on USA, like other African countries, that like if maybe USA stop all the partnerships or trading with South Africa will literally just come down to nothing. Bro, we have BRICS, and also whatever that we import, we are importing from USA, we can import from other countries as well. And also, even if they stop importing things or importing things from South Africa, there will be other countries who will want to partner with South Africa. So this thing that like now we're so dependent of this myth that like we're so dependent on USA, people need to like free themselves from thinking that. And then the comments from Ramaphosa is actually being diplomatic here. The Expropriation Act is happening whether the US likes it or not. No, it needs to happen. You know, like before I never made a video on this, right? Because I was like, okay, whether it happens or it doesn't happen, it's fine, right? But then the fact that like this white racist bastard that they ran to Donald Trump and Elon Musk and reported things that are not even happening based on lies, the fact that like they're so shook, it makes me want Ramaphosa to actually go on implement this. Because can you imagine like if like now Ramaphosa reverse and say like, okay, we're not going to implement this act anymore? Can you imagine how much of a victory that will be to them? And also the fact that like now whatever that they don't like, they'll go and run and report to USA and to Donald Trump, knowing that like there's the likelihood of that act that we're trying to implement, like now of it happening, becomes even lesser, because like now we are so scared of USA, we are so scared of Donald Trump. So like now they will have actually a free will. They will go and report the NHI. They'll go and report the Bella bill. They'll go like right now they're reporting the expropriation. So whatever they don't like, they'll go and report. So it's very crucial that Ramaphosa doesn't change his stance here. He has the backing of the majority of South Africans. And also, I was happy to see like most of white people coming out and say like, you know what, there's no inequality that's happening in South Africa. I mean, the white people are still privileged in this country. There's still so much privilege and they want to preserve that. They hate anything equality. They hate anything equality. They don't stand with us in, okay, let me not see right there. It says one, okay. We are putting difference aside, Mr. President. You are under attack. We stand with you in this difficult time. No, it's very important that we stand with our president, because okay, let me just go and see. Okay, another I saw this. I don't know how much how true is this, but then top 5 countries that we exported our goods to. Number 1 is China with 11.5%, right? Number 2, you have Germany with 7.0%, right? And then number 3, this is the country that like we're exporting our goods to. USA with only 6.9%, and then you have now Japan in number 4 with